Today I've just got a really simple project here. This is a pumpkin which I sketched on a piece of 28 gauge copper. It's slightly less thick copper than what I normally work with. We're just going to do a quick outline of this, and then the repousse part. Should be a pretty simple project, so let's get going. So we're making pretty good progress on the outline here. I like to flip it over now and again and see where I'm going with it. Everything looks fine. Now we'll flip that over and see if it looks like our outline is finished. I think this is what we were looking for with our outline, so I'm going to give the camera a chance to get all that. And here I usually look for spots that I might have missed, and it seems like I've gotten all of it together. So what we're going to do is flip the board over. This has got our recessed area here that we can use for our actual repousse, and I'm going to swap the metal tools away. We'll go to our wood block, our wood billet tools. We'll just start working on it. Once again, working on the outline here, and we're trying to, before we outlined it, and now we're trying to push the metal back up this direction, and that'll become more apparent as we go through more cycles of this. And we're going to flip this over and try to straighten out the piece of copper again. And typically it doesn't take long with these. We're already starting to see some expansion in the metal where the design is coming up. So I've taken a slightly bigger profile here, and we're going to work with it a little while. And I'm kind of feeling the billet kind of bottoming out here, so we're going to flip this thing again and try to straighten the copper out and start over. And you can see we've already gotten the design to kind of raise up a good bit. It's already starting to puff out there, so I'm going to keep working that. And it's just the process of each cycle we're kind of coaxing the metal to move a little bit and stretch. If you try to whack that too much, and if you try to use a block under here that's got too much depth in it, that's when you get your tear out, particularly in the copper that's this kind of thinner gauge. I'm sometimes surprised how fast these come together, and this one is just really looking particularly good for the stage that we've got it at. It has made really fast progress. Now I have a block that's got a deeper recess that I'll sometimes use with these, but I think this one is the right amount this time. We've already worked this metal several times. I'm kind of thinking we're getting pretty near the end of it with this piece. Now I'm going to do one more cycle with this and focus on the stem and this top part of the pumpkin, but I'm looking at the rest of it and we have a pretty good, I think I'm where I want to be with the rest of this figure, but I'm going to try stretching this part just a little bit more. So I'm getting a slightly narrower tool to work on that stem again. And it's not uncommon, but I seem to be having trouble getting that portion where the stem is, it meets the pumpkin to kind of press out and look the way that I want it to. So I'm going to run that one more time here. And I think that's got it. I've hit that piece a little firmer than I have been. And that's probably what it needed. Now I tend to use these, and you can see this is quite puffed out. I think we're at a good stopping point with this. I don't like overworking these. This piece looks exactly like I was envisioning. Now sometimes I will paint these. I'll use oil paint on them. This one, as with many of these that I do, I intend them to be kind of outdoor decor. So the installation would be outside, and this piece over a period of time would weather and tarnish naturally, kind of turn you know, different kind of green and black color. They look pretty nice outside once they've had 1 or 2 seasons to actually you start that process of oxidizing. Anyhow, I want to thank everybody for joining us today, and we hope to see you again soon in another video.